Some devils. J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. First, got a fucking few paid skis that finally arrived in. Well, one of them was from yesterday evening, so something came in through yesterday, and then two from today. So let's knock these three out. They shouldn't be too goddamn long. I'm gonna pull the goddamn next video in line. But got a goddamn the review ski, but it'll be kind of quick because I've already reviewed the band before. But goddamn, he said the 50 USD. It's about time. See that? Dog took one for the team. Did you notice those goddamn paid skis have slowed down like a motherfucker because it was becoming a goddamn review channel? So Dog took it for the team for everybody. Look up the goddamn price, and then they drastically cut them back. So guys like Air Dog and shit can be like, yeah, junking up the channel. So channel's been less junkened up with the goddamn reviews. But this band, as you guys may remember, Nate, he puts it, I can't remember it's pronounced them, says it's pronounced Naok. But he says, what's going on? Been noticing you've been running low on the paid skis lately. Unacceptable fucking BS as far as I'm concerned. We dropped this EP today, 11:02. This is the one that came in last night, yep. Because I'm recording this on November 3rd. Like I said, paid skis get moved to the top, homeboy. I figured you would want to review it. Cheers. He sent me the YouTube link, one that worked too, so kudos there. Even though I get a chuckle out of you mispronouncing the band name, it's pronounced Naok. So for those that you missed, the goddamn the first review, I reviewed their album. It's spelled Nedakh. Naok, according to him. And this one is called Desecration of a Failed Religion. And I listened to most of it. It's 26, just under 27 minutes long. And yeah, I think it's pretty good. According to Metal Archives, it's straight up black metal, which is I'd say the musically is that kind of like Black and Death. I don't think the vocals are black metal. I mean black metal at all. They're trying to think. They're reminding me of somebody I could have placed my fucking finger on too. I want to say it's a goddamn Swedish band. Not Dismember, not Grave, not kind of more of those yellowish goddamn growling vocals. As soon as I fucking saw it, I remember, but I can't think of who. But the vocals reminded me of somebody that I am a fucking fan of, but I couldn't quite place my finger on. But a death metal band. Gotta say, I really like the goddamn cover art, like the title. So yeah, it's very like anti-Muslim, which is that's how you know just society's pushing agendas and shit like that. Why is it not okay to hate on Muslims, Islams, or Jewish religion, but it's okay to hate on Christianity? It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. That's 100% only a retard can't figure out that they're pushing agenda, and it's all about division, separation, divide and conquer. Their entire goddamn plan. Just like I like, it's fucking funny. It's got a pile of dead goddamn bodies, and it has the Black Lives Matter sign in there too. Another goddamn organization that just needs to be fucking destroyed, and it has nothing to do with racism. No, they're the goddamn Nazis. It's a goddamn Nazi fucking organization that uses goddamn color of skin to fucking get people on their side as if they're goddamn good guys. Yet they're starting riots and fucking just goddamn criminals, and the whole goddamn organization started off the back of the death of a goddamn criminal, a goddamn guy that died by the cop. The cop, that's probably what I would consider police brutality. So he should be thrown in jail, but they shouldn't have made a big fuss over it. You're literally fucking praising and making statues of a goddamn criminal. Look at that guy's background. He's a fucking piece of shit. He absolutely fucking deserved to die. So you're praising. It's almost like if somebody did that to Hitler, like you guys are praising him. The guy was a fucking piece of shit, got what he deserved. Now, granted, you got to have some type of order on the police, so you don't want them to get out of hand. So yes, that guy should have been punished, just thrown in jail, but not this cancel the police and all this other dumb fucking shit because you got one goddamn bad apple that yes is using his authority too aggressively. And yes, you don't want that to get out of hand because before you fucking know it, hell, the dog or somebody will be getting goddamn pulled over for fucking speeding, and they'll pull his ass out of the goddamn car and start beating his ass with a fucking goddamn billy club. Can't have that now, can we? So, but meanwhile, since I'm white, they would say nothing about it. So that'd be totally old goddamn K. That would just get slide that under the rug. But yeah, that organization needs to just be thrown out, found, thrown out, and destroyed, as well as Antifa, Nazi ass American hating motherfuckers. But they like to put it they like to play the other card right around. Anybody that follows this shit is a bunch of dumbass, blind, weak-minded fucking pussy boy sheep. But Everybody knows that. Everybody in the know knows that. Only just out of the loop dumb fucks don't. But bands from Colorado Springs, Colorado, from black metal, their themes are anti-religion, Satanism, and anti-Islam. And somebody's got to start singing about this anti-Islam. Tired of seeing them goddamn fucking uh just goddamn bunch of fucking terrorists, dude. Complete fucking pedophile, goddamn god, the worship of a goddamn pedo god for fuck's sakes. So absolutely fucking who supports that nonsense? But that's coming from a goddamn guy that says, again, Christianity's no goddamn better. They all have blood on their hands. They all just need to be fucking destroyed. All white light religions need to be found, thrown out, and goddamn destroyed. So, yep. It's about time they're being attacked. We only got one image on Metal Archives of the band. Looking pretty rough, looking pretty goddamn tough. Fits the goddamn bill. Been around since 2017, so they got 7 years under their bullet belts. All in all, I thought the recording was good. Isn't this the band too that I said that you should have a raw recording? This is raw. For whatever reason, in the guitars and the bass, it sounds a little bit muddy / noisy. I don't know if it's just because I'm listening on my laptop or whatever. Doesn't sound like shit by any stretch. Definitely has an underground sound, but something about it wasn't piercing through. It was just definitely like a little muddy. So other than that, I thought it was pretty goddamn good shit. Definitely worth goddamn checking out, especially if you're a goddamn blackhead. You like the hateful shit, then definitely check out the Naok. Still don't know what the goddamn Naok means though. I'm sure it's got something to do with Islam religion, which I know very little bit about. So as soon as I just saw a terrorist running around and I saw a goddamn pedophile god, I'm like, why the fuck would you have anything to do with that horse shit? So that's all. I signed off there once I fucking saw that. So I didn't need to fucking know any more about it. Nothing but for the goddamn trash can. Next goddamn from Daniel Thorne. Paid question. Hey DAWG, listen to this hidden gem, Horrific. Yeah, Horrific's fucking great, dude. You want to talk about hidden gem? I know, dude. I thought that thing was gonna blow up because it's Slasher Dave from goddamn Acid Witch. And that was a side project, man. And when that came out, I was a bigger fan of that. Hey, let me show you. DAWG owns LP CD, put out by Hells, of course. But let me show it for all these out of loop motherfuckers that don't know who Horrific is. We reissued it. What finish this question? He's like, went and saw Repulsion Autopsy. Next show is Sadistic Intent and Massacre in LA. Is that Massacre with Cam Lee? Here's my question. Do you think more bands should revisit old albums and material live, even bigger bands? Yeah, I've been saying that on the fucking channel that the OGs, that's what they mostly should be doing. Uh, what bands did I tell that in interview wise? Like, well, definitely, dude. I mean, if you're going to even dare see bands like Anthrax, which I thought they were good live in Milwaukee, Megadeth, Metallica, Exodus. I mean, who the fuck's going to see Exodus to see their new goddamn album? Who's even heard the last 5 Exodus albums, for fuck's sakes? I know I sure as fuck haven't. I haven't heard anything past Pleasures of the Flesh. The last time I heard its entirety, I've heard songs like obviously like the Toxic Waltz and shit, some of their hits. But outside that, I mean, like I haven't heard entire albums. I mean, who the fuck has? I mean, kind of just signed off, and there was like no bail off. You're like, no bail off equals no go. Who doesn't know that? I thought that was just common knowledge. Um, but any of those bands for sure. Um, Band like Sinister, of course. Yeah, I mean, who the hell's going there to hear those last few albums? I know I damn sure fucking ain't. Um, as much as I like everything by like Immolation and shit, I think they don't necessarily need to just completely play their old albums, but I think they definitely dismiss some more. Their rule of thumb should be like a band like Immolation, first 4 albums or so, I would say you got to play 2 songs off each one of them, all 4. So that's 8 songs, and you can sprinkle it in your newer albums, whatever tour you're on. Oh, we only have room for X amount of songs. Okay, you get to do 1 song off your new album. What difference does it make, dude? Like the thing is, because their mentality, Cannibal Corpse, they're all in this boat. Cannibals, the Deicides, the Morbid Angels, everybody. They put out a new album. We got to advertise our new album. No, you don't. What do you mean, dude? If you're going there like and it's a brand new fan that has not heard the fucking band, they don't know which songs are off the new album, which not. And there's never been a single time in this entire history of fucking death metal, I can promise you that, maybe in fucking more digestible music like Queen or Rush or some shit like that back in the 70s, where they announce a song, this is off our new album, and somebody said, holy shit, that's the first time they heard the song. Holy shit, this song was so fucking good. He said that's their new album. Do they walk over to the stand? Hey, where's the new album at? It's this one, buddy. That's the new album, Atonements. That's our new goddamn album. I'm buying it now. That song was so good. That has never happened in the history of goddamn death metal, I promise you. Never has. So what does that mean? A brand new fan heard you. They're just digesting it all the same. Whether it's a new brand new song, a song off your last two albums or your very first album or off your goddamn demo. It's all the same to them. It's just going in one ear out the other for the most part, and they're deciding and seeing live if that's the first time they're hearing your music, whether they like the band or not. In general, they're not going, he said this one's off that album. I really liked that one. Slobbing all over the goddamn place. I didn't like the rest though. No, they decide right then, do they like the band or not? They're just picking something up. So it makes zero fucking difference. And bands like Immolation, I can promise you, dude, maybe some 16-year-old kid. The only person that's going there and be like, dude, I'm going to see Immolation, and I hope they play all 5 of these songs off their new album. The only person that's doing that is some kiddo that just got into the goddamn band very recently, and the only album they heard was the new album. That's the only one they own. Which case, I understand why that kid thinks that. It's like that's the only record he knows, so he's hoping he'd play those songs because those are the only songs he knows. But as far as I'm concerned, why cater to that? First off, they're the minority. Second off, you didn't earn your stripes, motherfucker. People like the DAWG who've seen Immolation since first time was in 1999. 25 fucking years of Immo under this bullet belt. That's the people you should be catering to. They're the fucking people that been supporting you for forever. There's some people that have been supporting them since goddamn Dawn of Possession, old goddamn devils. You should be pleasing them over some new fucking hoagie who probably isn't going to be in this fucking 5 years from now anyways. So you sprinkle in new ones. That's it. Do the first 4 albums. Like Deicide, they're dropping the ball on that too. You cannot cut no serpents. First 4 albums, you got to play songs off everyone. I'll be honest. Out of all the big bands, the band that gets it right the most, granted, it needs a little bit of a tweaking too, and the DAWG can help them out with that. Not that they're ever going to hit the DAWG up. Is Cannibal? They do a pretty decent job at hitting all the albums. Needs to be a little bit tweaked. To be for fuck's sakes, we don't need to hear "Skull Full of Maggots" no more. Not that that's not a great song. It's an absolute phenomenal song. Death metal, goddamn legendary, like just staple fucking metal anthem. Not saying that, but who the fuck, as far as I'm concerned, dude, if you haven't seen Cannibal at this point, you're an absolute goddamn newbie fucking hoagie out of the goddamn loop. Barely got fucking peach fuzz on your goddamn cock. So it doesn't matter what you see anyways. I'm talking about anyone that's been in the scene for any amount of time whatsoever, you've seen Cannibal, in which case you've seen them play Skull Full of Maggots. Let's take Skull Full off and let's do Edible Autopsy, or goddamn Shredded Humans, or Buried in the Backyard, or Born in a Casket. Let's do a different goddamn songs. Mangled would be fucking phenomenal. Let's do one of these goddamn songs. Switch it up. Butchered at Birth. Jesus fuck, man. We don't need to hear Gutted or Covered with Sores no more. How about Meat Hook Sodomy, the best goddamn song on there, the opening goddamn track? How about Vomit the Soul? How about the title track? How about Rancid Amputation? How about Innards Decayed? How many? Dude, something. You don't need to do again. We don't need to hear Gutted or Covered with Swords. Those are the 2 they've been doing for the last 30 fucking years, for fuck's sakes. But they at least don't omit any like very early albums. Like they don't omit anything off the Bleeding or anything like that. Bleeding needs a little bit of. See, Bleeding's hard because especially like Strip Rape and Strangle and shit. It's hard to say to omit that because that's almost kind of like a staple. Well, so is Skullful. It is and it isn't because you got the fucking cut the shit. Let's call it like it is. Why is Skullful so goddamn popular? Is because the dual vocals and they could have the crowd can sing along. That's why I told Corpse Grinder on a video. Okay, yeah, I understand that and crowd interaction, etc. So is Mangled. That's why I use Mangled. Now do different songs. They had the goddamn backing vocals on that one too. So yeah, just tips for the goddamn suggestion box. But anyways, showing this goddamn horrific, you saying, yeah, this is Hells did digipack CDs of this. This is the original. This is the Laserback Records version. We did digipack CDs of these like shit. I mean, at least 5 years. Time fucking flies. I don't remember, but it's over 5 years ago. Digipack CDs, LPs, and I believe the first 100 were on picture disc. Doggone, of course, whose idea do you think for that fucking picture disc was for? So I'm sure you missed out on that. I'm pretty sure LPs are long sold out. Picture disc is definitely sold out. We might have some digipacks in stock. Restock, but dude, this is a fucking jammer. I'm telling you, man. riff banging goddamn mania. From the intro when it first kicks in. Then after that, which is hilarious, it's goddamn cheesy as fuck, but absolutely hilarious. And then once it kicks in the first song, Death Rock is absolutely. I don't understand how anyone can't like it. To me, it's similar to Acid Witch, the overall sound of the vocals, but a hell of a lot catchier and more jamming because it's not as doomy. Well, it's not doomy at all. So highly recommended, kind of like a death thrash album. That's my way I put it. But fist banging goddamn mania. No goddamn boring as doom there. So highly do recommend that one, goddamn it. There was the third paid scheme here, right? Yeah, from Joe Guthman. Big question. What's up, J-Dog? I was wondering, do you think Trey Azagthoth should hang it up and retire? Hoping to get a Trey Azagthoth interview, so I should probably fucking keep my mouth shut, huh? But dog, let's keep it real around here, so I guess he'll give his true honest opinion. Let's see what he has to say first. He's a fucking mess, and Morbid Angel just canceled the upcoming tour with Suffocation and got replaced with Gay Dave's. Yep. Gay Bar Dave. Gay Dave's I Am Morbid. Oh, dude, I know. Dude, when I saw that I Am Morbid, I thought, I can't remember if it was Big D that told me about him or who told me or who said it. I think it might have been him. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was somebody else. I thought they were fucking with me. I was like, there's no way that's a real thing. I Am Morbid. That's the gayest shit I've ever fucking heard. And yeah, it's Cowboy Hat Boy on there. Oh my God. Personally, at this point, I think Trey, Dave, and Pete should all retire. Get to my take on there in a second. Cheers. P.S. Me and the wife got our tickets for Dead by Dog. Mm-hmm. Better see you up in there in that piece, Joey. You and the wife, and pack that car. Grab a few canoes on your way there. Tell them to buy tickets. Jam them in there. Grab some buds, goddammit. We'll be driving out from Baltimore. We'll see you there. Oh, yeah, Baltimore ain't a bad ride at all from there, homeboy. You're talking maybe 4 hours. When I drive to Baltimore, it's heading east, and you're coming from the west. It's another hour shaved off, and takes me about 6 hours. So it'd be about 4.5, 5 hours, depending on where you're at. So 5 hour max drive for you. So it's pretty easy. I've done 6 is kind of my limit, but the most I've done in the most recent years was 7 hours, and that was for John McEntee's fest where I did that Corpse Grinder interview. But anyways, as far as Trey Azagthoth hanging out, again, I mean, chances are I'm not getting that guy anyways. I mean, Jesus fuck. I mean, just seeing the guy lately, I mean, he's 1 foot in the grave, one in a goddamn banana peel. So I'm not getting his ass anytime soon. He's canceling shows left and right. That was the only reason I was considering going to Columbus, was to interview Trey Azagthoth and Terrence from Suffocation. That'd be the only way I'd go. Like, yeah, if I even, because it even was coming to Cleveland. Morbid Angel, that's kind of what I was saying, was it yesterday talking about shows? Morbid Angel and fucking Suffocation. They came to Cleveland. If DAWG's doing no interviews, would I go to that? No, absolutely not. Zero interest whatsoever. It's just, there's zero interest, dude. The fact that it's not, that's basically cover bands. Outside that, even if it wasn't, it just sounds nothing like it. Morbid Angel's vocals, dude, I mean, Altars of Man is Blessed Are the Sick, Down, and Abominations. That's where it's at. I mean, granted, I do like Covenant and Formulas, but that's not primo fucking hell yeah. This is what when I think of Morbid Angel, that's not what I'm putting in my mind. And when I talk to anybody, like, you bump into some random goddamn canoe at Panini's or something, they ask you about music, and you mentioned the bigger bands because maybe they have a shot in hell in hearing that. So you mentioned one of the bands DAWG usually says by default, always, Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, and Morbid Angel. Because if you don't know that, then you definitely don't know a fucking thing. But I almost every time for Morbid Angel, I have to say old Morbid Angel. I shouldn't even have to say that. The reason is because some of this shit is it's embarrassing. It's flat out embarrassing. At least with Suffocation, I'll give them this grant. I never listened to a new album, but I can make a very educated guess. It's not embarrassing. It's at least brutal death metal still. It's just like, I mean, some of the later albums like Pinnacle of Bedlam or whatever, I remember that's being okay. I remember the songs live. So I think that's the last tour I saw them on. It was when Frank was still in the band. So correct me if I'm wrong, but it was, I don't know, 2016 or some shit. Might have been even earlier than that. But I remember seeing them live, and I'm like, I thought the songs sounded good, but the actual album on album, they sound like shit. So I remember not liking that album, and then they put in another album. There's no Frank. I was like, oh, dude, I don't even fucking. I literally don't even care. I'm not even checking. I have zero interest in even listening to it. So people say, yeah, what'd you think of the new Shuffle? I was like, it could be fine. It's probably not unlistenable, but I just literally don't even have any interest whatsoever listening to it. So having said that, to answer your question more directly, outside of fucking Gay Dave, here's the thing: is Gay Dave is one of the guys I don't think I would even interview. interview. That guy is so goddamn annoying looking. I mean, for fuck's sakes, we joke around, we bust balls out here. The guy literally, not making it up. I exaggerate on this to get my point across, talking, ripping on other guys. He literally was wearing a tutu. A fucking tutu. Dude, come on, man. I want nothing to fucking do with you, dude. And yeah, just look, the cowboy hat, dude. Cowboy hats have absolutely zero business in death metal. Homo as fuck, homeboy. What is this hillbilly shit? Death metal's about darkness and evil, gore, Satan, fucking hate. Naok got the fucking memo. Jesus fuck. I mean, why would that even need to be explained? Cowboy hat. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Want you nowhere near me, goddammit. When I see cowboy hat, I automatically assume you're in the country. Okay, that's your place. Cool. Don't try crossing the line and claiming you're in a goddamn death metal or you're in a death metal band, or for fuck's sakes, you're in one of the biggest death metal bands. That doesn't represent death metal. The fuck you talking about, homeboy? Long hair, bullet belt spikes, inverted crosses, black clothes. That's goddamn fucking death metal. Fucking so yeah, I want nothing to do with that guy. So honestly, they'd have to pay me to interview him. Because honestly, I would interview Phil Anselmo of Pantera over Morbid Angel. People are like, well, yeah, but you're not a fan. He said, because Phil Anselmo would be fun, and I poked at him, and I poked at the band, and I have a, I could be wrong, but I get a little bit of the impression. It might make a good interview, like him knowing I fuck with them, the what's heavier than Pantera. And the thing is, as much as I hate to say it, I would bet any money. I would bet for sure 10 grand cash. Anybody want to take me up on this bet? 10 grand cash, but there's no way you could do it because you couldn't never prove it. Phil Anselmo listens to more legitimate, true metal than fucking Gay Dave does. I would definitely bet 10 grand on that. So just by default, even though, yeah, he was in one of the goddamn gayest metal bands of all fucking time, Pantera, because it definitely is. They're up there, homie. They're not as bad as fucking Korn and Slipknot and Limp Bizkit, but I never even considered those metal bands. I consider those, this is the biggest joke fucking rap, basically rap. With a rap with a guitar. That's what I consider that shit. So I'd even put them in the running. Pantera's at least a metal band. So I thought they were just one of the shittiest fucking 90s garbage fucking just, Jesus fuck, that's just a heavier band than goddamn Nirvana or Alice in Chains or Stone Temple Pilots. I mean, who listens to any of that fucking junk? I just thought that was universally Deftones. I mean, any of that garbage. I just thought that was common fucking sense. Anybody with the goddamn metalized blood flow in those goddamn things. I mean, dude, no, I'm telling you right now, man, nobody that owns 5 albums by Disaster, the Sadistic Intent catalog, that owned it for over 10 years. They bought those over 10 years ago. You own over 5 Disaster albums. Own them. I'm not talking about this digital download poser fucking shit. You own 5 Disaster albums. You own at least 2 CDs by Denial of God, and you own at least 3 things by fucking Sadistic Intent, preferably goddamn vinyls. And you bought all those 10 years ago. I put the challenge. Put in the goddamn comments. You're in the category. Anybody that's in that category that owns what I just said, not one person listens to goddamn Deftones, Stone Temple Pilots, or dumbass Alice in Chains. Every single one of those persons in the goddamn category knows, yeah, no shit. Who the fuck likes that? It's only these new guys that, well, no, I like Disaster too, but I like Alice in Chains. Dude, you heard Disaster 2 weeks ago. That's because the goddamn DAWG was talking about them. And you don't own anything. You YouTube them. Just saying, that's the category. Or you went and bought something on Hell's. Appreciate that, by the way. Put in another order while you're at it. You bought it at Hell's because DAWG was talking about it. You got it a month ago. In other words, you're a complete fucking newbie. So, yeah, anybody else in the know knows this. So I'm just kind of like explaining to anybody that's actually in the loop. Yeah, no shit, dog. You don't need to explain. Who don't know that? Read those comments. You'd be shocked. I know I was. One guy was just the other day was, he couldn't believe that. I don't. What do you mean you don't like Alice in Chains and like don't consider that a metal band? I'm like, is this Jesus fuck? I just kind of said that in passing. Is that a serious thing? Is this the debate? Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't think anybody in the fucking loop listened to that dumbass shit. I was like half-baked fucking joking, like kind of like that's an invalid point to even bring up because it's so goddamn. I mean, what the fuck's next? Mariah Carey's goddamn death metal? I mean, the shit they say is so fucking stupid. Alice in Chains, do that. That was an alternative grunge, sissy ass dance with another fucking man, 90s junk fucking commercial band. Who the fuck didn't know that, man? Anybody that was fist banging mania back in 1997 to fucking Serpents of Light, I'm not talking to goddamn about posers that were, fucking knew that. Alice in Chains, who the fuck listens? Dude, you should have asked 16-year-old DAWG in high school. I remember some of those kids. You like Alice in Chains? You fucking kidding me? I should have took all your fronts out just for even asking that. I'm offended to even be around you. Dude, they're serious. Bring it up in the comments. Unbelievable. Just when you thought you've seen it all. So did I even answer this goddamn guy's question? Oh, yeah. Should they hang him up? Dude, all these guys should fucking hang it up for the most goddamn parts. With the exception of Cannibal, Deicide, I think they're putting out good albums, whether you guys like them or not. They're still respectable. Suffocation should hang it up, just in the fact because it's a cover band. It's one original member. Although, again, I'm sure the newer stuff's respectable. Everybody in Morbid Angel absolutely should hang it up. Sinister should hang it up. It's a goddamn cover band. That's literally a cover band. Napalm Death should absolutely fucking hang it up. Fuck else? Immolation, I think, still very solid and respectable. I like every album, and again, it's a band, but I'm trying to be unbiased. Well, what if you don't like every album? Yeah, but dude, there's no songs, no love lost. There's no keyboards. There's no goddamn female vocals. There was no sellout, dumb, silly shit. There was no kill a cop, cross the line, shit, 1989. There's where the slime live. There was no dumb shit. It was still respectable goddamn death metal, sticking to their guns. Who else needs to fucking hang it the fuck up? Megadeth for sure. Holy fuck. That band absolutely needs to fucking hang it up. Sick of me. Oh, God. Cringe as fuck. Metallica, obviously. But again, I'm talking about hanging up in the sense that, Jesus fuck, man, you're nowhere even close to the band that you started. But hanging up for them, of course they're not going to do, because it's cash grab metal. That's what a lot of this stuff is, dude. Cryptopsy. Holy fuck. Absolutely need to hang it up, but cash grab metal, dude. That's all it is, dude. Megadeth, Metallica, Cryptopsy, Morbid Angel, Arch Enemy, Suffocation, all this shit I just mentioned. Dude, it's all cash grab metal. Whether you like their current albums or not, I'm sorry. And there's obviously bands that I do like too that are cash grab metal as well. So I'm not gonna throw them under the bus, but it's obvious to figure out who. And when you can decipher who's cash grab metal or not, take away the paycheck. You got to get a day job. You no longer make a living off this. Let's see if they still put out albums. That's the litmus test. And I can guarantee you, none of these fucking guys I just mentioned and a bunch of others that I do like. I mean, you think King Diamond would be interested in doing a new album? If it was, hey, dude, on your own dime, you're going to make no money? Fuck no, you wouldn't even goddamn consider it. So King Diamond, I'll show that. I mean, hopefully that doesn't fuck up my goddamn interview. There's no way that guy watches my shit though, so I don't think it will. And I'm just calling it like it is. It's just cash grab metal. But cash grab metal isn't always junk. I like me some cash grab metal. There's a few albums that are good. I mean, even by Metallica, Master of Puppets, and I think that's obviously by most people's definition they like it. Even by that point, that was cash grab metal. I'm sorry to tell you because it was commercial fucking sellout shit. As far as they're already super popular, dude, playing basic goddamn stadiums and shit. But nonetheless, still a goddamn classic. So I'm not saying that it's all just means it's junk, but a lot of these guys, yeah, they need to hang it up in the sense just, dude, you're nowhere close to what you were doing in the beginning, and it's fucking cash grab metal. And Morbid Angel, as far as death metal, they are the guiltiest of the guilty of it. So absolutely, goddamn, need to hang it up or retire. There's zero reason to fucking go see that shit. And especially I Am Morbid. Oh my God, I need to change that name to I Am fucking Homo. Come squish the church, you know what I'm gonna do. Put the guy my skin in the morning later, goddamn it.